Hey, welcome back to my Mythical Meta. My name is Travis, and I'm joined by my brother Benjamin.
Hello.
Hey, we have got some news from the Warfront. We've got some news from the Magic front. Today, December 16th, 2024, big announcements in the Modern format. Apparently, several cards were banned and a couple cards were unbanned. I don't play Modern. Commander's my only thing.
Right.
Nothing happened in Commander.
Yep.
Benjamin here, though, he had some big reactions. And so I'm here to be his sounding board. We're going to talk about the news. Benjamin, what's up? I got my Scryfall up. What card do I need to look up?
All right. So the One Ring is banned. Now, the best thing about that is it's going to be cheaper for Commander. Let's just be honest. Right. Like, it was totally broken in Modern, and we need to pick up our copies for our decks. That'll be great.
Oh my gosh. The cheapest version is $53.
Yeah.
No, the version from the bundle, $45.95.
Hey, and I expect it to tank over the next few days. Maybe we can get it for $35.
I don't know. Go. Now we're cooking.
Now, but the ones I am most excited about are the ones that take me back to my childhood.
The unbannings, right?
Yes, the unbannings, the early days of Modern, where you could play combo decks that were simple, that were straightforward, right? The Faithless Looting. Yeah, they were these are some elegant cards that take you back to simplified deck building, and they may not even be good.
Faithless Looting is an all-star.
Yes. Faithless Looting is great.
This is a great card.
It's
one red, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards, flashback for 3.
Yeah, it supercharges graveyard decks. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, what you just said. It supercharges the graveyard. You get 3 cards into your graveyard from playing this. 2 cards that you wanted there, and Faithless Looting, so you can do it again.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I mean, it's great card selection. It is card disadvantage at first, but if you're using it, it's because you can mitigate that. I'm very excited for graveyard decks, but the 2 I am most excited about, Green Sun Zenith and Splinter Twin. With Green Sun Zenith, it's X and green to search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost X and put it into play. It does have to be a green creature. The great thing is, on turn 1, you can use a Dryad Arbor, which costs 0.
That's what I've seen. That's how I've seen Green Sun Zenith used most often.
Yeah.
I think it was on a shuffle up and play. And I think they were playing either Vintage or Legacy. Has Green Sun Zenith been legal in those?
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense. But yeah, Green Sun Zenith for 0 and grab Dryad Arbor.
Yeah. But then obviously you're playing it in a ramp deck, which hopefully has something at the other end of the spectrum, like your Crater Hoof. You play your 1 copy of Crater Hoof. You play 4 copies of Green Sun Zenith. Each Green Sun Zenith can get you a 1/1 Dryad Arbor.
Yeah.
And then your Crater Hoof comes down and you swing with all of them. They're all 6/6s. I mean,
yeah, I love it.
So, yeah,
that's beautiful.
It's great. But I mean, there's so many other things. I was devastated when Birthing Pod was banned. I had a Birthing Pod deck. It was amazing. It was tier 1 at the time, and it was banned. And Green Sun Zenith is close. It's the next best thing.
Yeah.
Right? If you're running 4 copies of Green Sun Zenith, obviously you can't loop it like you could with Birthing Pod, but it can set up the chains to help you win. So it's great for combo. It's great for ramp. It's great for any sort of creature deck that depends on finding the right cards. It's great for toolboxes. I'm a big fan of toolbox decks. I'm so excited it's back. And then my old arch nemesis, the deck that I was racing when I played with Birthing Pod, was Splinter Twin.
Splinter Twin.
And one of my favoriteest matches, at a big tournament up in Abilene, and I was playing a side event that I eventually won, but the toughest match that game, or that tournament, was actually round 2 against Splinter Twin. And Splinter Twin is one of those, when you know you're playing Splinter Twin, it's a puzzle. You can't ever let them have 3 open mana at the end of your turn with no responses. And I'm just excited to see the decks that can be built, and if they can even stand up to what's currently legal in Modern. Right back then, Modern card pool was much smaller. They weren't building for Modern Master sets, and Modern Horizon sets didn't exist. I want to feel some old school Magic again. I want to feel alive. And Green Sun Zenith and Splinter Twin can take me there. Faithless Looting can take me there. I'm very hopeful for Modern. I'm looking forward to watching content and getting some games.
What was the old Splinter Twin deck like?
So the old Splinter Twin deck was either blue-red or green-blue-red. And the idea was there were 2 cards that had flash, and they cost 3 mana. And they said when they enter the battlefield, untap target permanent. And so what you would do, it was a tempo deck, so you would on turn 3 you just leave up all your mana and you pass. And if they play something game ending or something that's really, really detrimental, or that you counter it. If they don't, you flash in this creature. Maybe you tap down an open land they have or something, because it's either tap target permanent or untap target permanent is what those did. So you flash that in at the end of their turn. You untap. You play Splinter Twin on it. You tap it. The new one comes in, untaps that one.
Untap the thing that is enchanted with Splinter Twin now.
Right, and now you have infinite tokens. They all have haste from Splinter Twin. You swing it. So it was the definition of could win on turn 4 out of nowhere.
Cool.
Technically, you play turn 3, turn 4, but it was very, very good, and it was hard. They play a counterspell turn 1, counterspell turn 2, and then wait to see what you do on turn 3, and then win on turn 4. Yeah, the green version would play a mana dork turn 1, so that they could flash the thing in on turn 2, Splitter turn 3. Okay. So they were giving up counterspell for speed. I mean, consistent counterspells, because you have a bunch more creatures. Right. There was a version that when Splinter Twin was banned, they switched to Kiki Jiki, which can do something very similar.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking in my head when I read Splinter Twin. I was like, wait a second, have I seen this somewhere before? Kiki Jiki and what's the one? Untap target creature. Gain control and untap target creature gains haste and...
Yeah, the red guy. Dang.
Kiki Jiki. I'm sure if I type Kiki Jiki and Zealous Conscripts, it's exactly what I wanted. I typed here, I'll even show you.
So I mean, yeah, there's so many combos with Splinter Twin and Kiki Jiki, and then there's a whole bunch of things that say when they come into play, untap everything you have, or untap a target permanent.
Kiki
or whatever.
Jiki and then autofill Zealous Conscripts.
Yeah. So cool. I think there's a lot of combo potential here, a lot of toolbox potential, graveyard synergies. I was refreshed to see the news.
Do you think any shops will start firing off Modern again, or
nah?
Do you think this is a banning/unbanning that can ramp up its popularity again?
I hope so. I know that,
because I know that's a format you miss.
Yeah, I miss it, and a large part of that is because I think that once they... It's the same thing that happened with Commander. Commander's still fun, but when they start putting cards directly into the format that were designed for that format, it changed the character of it. And I didn't like what Modern had become, and Commander was just more fun for a while. But if these cards can make it feel more like the strategic back and forth that it was when I started, where you're building cards out of standard sets instead of building cards out of modern sets, I think that could be cool. So, yeah.
All right. Benjamin, thanks so much for your thoughts. You're
welcome.
I don't play Modern, but I am still interested, of course, in the development of the game and the development of the formats and watching how formats grow and change, because that's a pulse on the people playing the game.
Yeah.
And that's something that we mentioned a couple months ago in the great culling of September 2024.
Yeah.
What is it? The Rules Committee takes a stand against fast mana.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Anyway, we talked about WotC taking control of Commander and saying they have all these resources now to have a better pulse on the players. And hopefully that's a pulse that was used in these unbannings. that can help them to revitalize this format again. Who knows?
We'll see. Fingers crossed.
All right, listeners, thank you so much for joining us. Benjamin, thank you for being my great friend and great brother. Adios.
Bye.
This episode was sponsored by Eldorado Gaming. Use the promo code META for 10% off your order. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. This episode was edited by me, Travis Konishek, and our intro and outro music is by Tyler Heath of the Oh Hellos.